Hi everybody. So yesterday someone asked a question in comments from another video asking a very important question, and I'm just gonna give you some snippets of what they asked, which is they were looking for a cohesive explanation explaining dissociative disorders because they wanted to share with their partner that they had a dissociative disorder. And this person said, my trust changes from one extreme to the other with their partner. So they are feeling like I need to help them understand what I'm going through, what my reality is. And they said they failed miserably every time they tried. So they're looking for some way to convey to their partner what's going on with them. And I thought that was a great topic. So thank you very much for asking that question. What I want to say, even I was considering that question very seriously for quite a while. And I just want to say that it sounds like in this person's case, their partner is a trusted person, a safe person, and they have made the decision, yes, I'm telling them more about my internal landscape, more about my reality, which amazing. That is such a gift to find somebody that you feel so safe with, especially when you're coming from a place of complex trauma. So I do want to put up a know your audience, basically read the room in terms of being very discretionary in who you choose to share more about yourself on such a deep level. And the reason I say that is in my experience and having a group of people that have some kind of dissociative disorder, that sometimes sharing with somebody that they thought was safe kind of backfired. So friendships may be lost or changed, or in my mind and in my group's mind, many of the members are like, it is a superpower that the brain has the ability to protect itself and protect the person from the ongoing trauma that occurred, most likely in childhood. It's amazing. And yet, not everybody in the world gets it or has compassion or empathy. There's still a lot of fear about mental health and misunderstandings. So that's the only caveat. Just know that it's an important decision and it's not one you don't consider carefully. And I know you guys know that, but I just wanted to add that into this video. And also, please remember, these are just general ideas that I'm throwing out there, and you know your own situation. Please don't take what I say personally and as like, oh, this is what I have to do, because I don't know you. And this is coming from my experience and the different people that I've worked with. I do not know you and your parts and your own individual experiences. So I guess what I'm saying is take what I'm saying into consideration, but with a grain of salt, because I do not know your individual experience. And the tips that I'm putting out here today, they won't apply to everybody. So, okay. Now getting into answering the question, a cohesive explanation. To me, I would come from a place of non-clinical, but more, like I said a little while ago, what a superpower it is. So to the person that asks, okay, I know this person's safe, my DID or otherwise specified DID, whatever clinical term we're using, it's activating and it's getting in the way of having an intimate, safe, emotionally intimate, safe, connected relationship. All right, so what we would go forward is in identifying where it gets in the way. So maybe bringing up an example. Do you remember the other day when I seemed perfectly happy and we were talking, and all of a sudden it's like something came over me, and we got in that fight because all of a sudden I acted differently? There's a reason for that, and only because I trust you and I value you in my life so much, that's the reason I want to share this with you, because it's a risk sharing it with anybody. Because my experience is people are not safe, they can hurt you, and please know that there's a reason that I change like you see me change. And then let that sit, right? Let the person kind of absorb that, and let it be an interactive thing. Like, yeah, I wondered what happened to you the other day. Like, that's so, it sucks for me because we're fine, and then the next minute you're like weird. I don't know what's going on with you. Okay, if you're sharing, it's good to let the other person share as well. So seeing where that goes, and then, okay, so that's current. That's what, this just happened. Here's why. And now we're going to go into it a little bit. So you may have already told your partner about, yeah, I've shared with you some of what I've been through. There is a lot of abuse in my childhood, and you don't have to get into it all. Don't blow it all up if you don't want to. More general, you know, when I was blah, 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 a lot of bad crap happened. And as a result, my brain did something amazing to keep the little child safe. And that was, I split off. I went, you know, what I say is we go bye-bye. It's like, whoop, there it goes. And during that time of ongoing significant trauma, different parts were formed. And as we've said, and you could say this to your partner, I love to say this because it's so true and it's so normalizing. We all dissociate. It's a continuum. So very mild is like you're driving to the store and you get there and it's like, oh my gosh, I was so in thought about what I did last week or what I'm going to do that I don't even remember getting here. That's normal and it's mild. All the way to, on this side of the continuum, is DID, multiple personalities that are very separate from each other. And that's over here. And then there's all this in the middle. So you could help your partner understand that it is a continuum and I'm more over here. But it's because my brain did an amazing job protecting me from what I went through as a child or long ago or whatever the case may be. So, and again, read the room and see how the person is. If that's enough and they just need to absorb that, great. Thank you for listening. I'd like to share more, but that's good for now. Or if they're like, what? What? Are you serious? That's a real thing? I thought that was only in the movies. No, if they're curious, you could tell them more. And even, okay, the other day when all of a sudden I seemed different, you could say, I think that's this part that I call such and such. And get into more of what your experiences are with your different parts. If the person seems receptive, it's like giving the space. Don't think you got to throw it all down all at once. And that's not even fair to the other person. Like, because they love you, they care about you, so it might be a lot for them to take this in and process it. You know, I think about that show, The United States of Tara. In that show, everybody knows that it's the wife, the mom, the wife of the show that has DID, and the husband and the two kids know all about it, and it's like it's all out there, no shade on it at all. And that I've never experienced that in working with people, but maybe you have. Again, everybody's individual. So for me and some of the people that I know that have DID, it's just like it's shifting gears. It's like, oh, well, hi. Sometimes I don't even know, and who am I talking to right now? It may be a new part, not new to them, but new to me. Sometimes it is new to them that comes out. Yeah, so anyway, thank you so much for your question. I hope this has been helpful. Please let me know in the comments if it's helpful, or if you have more questions or a different suggestion for another video, a different topic. That's what I'm here for in my YouTube channel, is to help you know you're not alone, and maybe to give suggestions on how to handle these real life situations. So thank you very much, and hope you have a great day.